When Justinian I came to the throne, the Byzantine Empire was in confusion in the religious and political spheres. In such an atmosphere, on January 11, 532, Nika riot against the emperor began. The riot took its name from the screams of the rebels, Nika, meaning victory in Greek. The civil rebellion caused massive damage and physical loss to the city of Constantinople. Justinian I first wanted to punish the rebels, then offered various compromises, but it was not possible to calm the rebels. The rebels damaged public buildings and released prisoners. The Hagia Sophia Basilica was almost destroyed. The baths of the Ikippos, the church of Hagia Irene, the Chalke Gate of the Great Palace, and the Augusteion Forum were greatly damaged, as well as many public buildings, monumental structures, and artworks. Although Justinian I had panicked, then he decided to resist with the support of the Empress Theodora. Eventually, he massacred 30 to 35,000 people in the Hippodrome, and he completely suppressed the uprising on 19th of January 532. The Hippodrome has always occupied an important place in the relationship between the people and the emperors. It was a platform for people to convey their demands to the emperor and to show their reactions. The emperor could choose to evaluate or refuse their demands by removing the people from there using his troops. In addition, it is stated in some sources that the Hippodrome chariot races, which took an important place in the public life, were stopped until 537 after the Nika riot in 532. After the uprising, reconstruction work started in the city and it was revitalized. The Hagia Sophia Church, which was heavily damaged, was started to be rebuilt in 532 and completed in 537. Justinian I commissioned Isidoros of Miletos and Anthemius of Tralles, both originated from Western Anatolia, as architect-engineers for the construction of Hagia Sophia. According to one source, construction was completed in about 6 years with the administration of 10,000 workers and 100 foremen. However, the decorations in the church took longer and completed in the reign of Justin II. Justinian I carried out many reconstruction activities not only in the capital but throughout the empire. These included aqueducts, monasteries, fortresses, bridges, large fortifications, inns, and majestic churches. In Constantinople, he restored or built 30 churches and pioneered the rebuilding of the city after the rebellion. The Saints Sergius and Bacchus Church, which we will see in the next section, is a church that was completed in 536, just before Hagia Sophia, even though its construction started before the Nika riot. This church is one of the most important examples of the early Christian period. After Hagia Sophia, Hagia Irene, the second largest church of the Byzantine period, was destroyed in the Nika uprising and rebuilt during the reign of Justinian I. This structure remained within the courtyard of Topkapı Palace after the conquest of Istanbul. The building, which is still standing today, was rebuilt with several changes following the earthquake of 738. The structure reflects the characteristics of the era of Justinian I. The upper floor is covered with a plan of the Greek cross and the ground floor with a basilica plan. The churches of Justinian I era had rich decorations, but the church of Hagia Irene lost its decoration during the iconoclasm period. The mosaic of glided crucifix in the half dome of the apse has survived to this day from this 8th century reconstruction. After the Nika riot in 532, the Justinian column was erected in 543 in rebuilt Augusteion Square. On top of this column, which is located to the south of Hagia Sophia, there used to be a bronze statue of the emperor. It is believed that this monumental column, which survived until the Ottoman period, was a talisman for Constantinople, and it protected the city from the plague. The other building activities of Justinian I include the construction of the Holy Apostles' Church, which had been built by Constantine I before, by rebuilding it as cruciform planned and domed. In addition, Justinian, right next to this church, built a new mausoleum in which himself and other emperors were buried for the next 5 centuries. The Holy Apostles' Church was destroyed in 1461 by Mehmed the Conqueror, and the Fatih Mosque was built in its place. Another reconstruction activity of Justinian I, following the Nika rebellion, was the Basilica Cistern. The Stoa Basilica, which gave its name to Basilica Cistern, was destroyed during the riot and was later rebuilt with the cistern beneath it. 12 rows of columns, each with 28 columns, are covered by cross walls. Justinian had also repaired parts of the Great Palace that had been destroyed during the Nika riot. The mosaic floors, which can be seen in the Great Palace Mosaics Museum in Istanbul today, are also from his period. In addition, the Bukoleon Palace was rebuilt by him, today's ruins of which mostly dates from his reign.